I have start the recording. So as everybody is aware that today we are going to cover the topic which is related to generic collection, delegate event, and
Code review.
the code review, and we will talk about some testing framework also. So as everybody know that we have enough time, no limitation of time. If somebody want to speak, we have to just maintain a decorum that we should speak one by one. And from yesterday class, I learned one thing: we should respect each other. If somebody is putting a question, right, we should not laugh at him. Like the last question, one person was asking about deadlock in async controller. So one and two person was laughing at him, and he was right. When we done the Google, he was right. We should respect everybody. Respect is major concern, and once maybe we can learn something after some time also, but respect is major concern for each other, right? So anybody who want to speak about generic collection, or you can say that the difference between generic and collection. Anybody? Yeah, Dharmendra. Where are you, bro? Unmute yourself. Subhas, would you like to speak, Sirdar?
I think for generic collection, it's for high enumerable like that. With mostly the generic collection is used for any type of data type can be used. For that we can use. Am I right? Hello.
Pankaj, can
Yeah, one by one, everyone, please. Yeah, Bebo.
yes. So generic basically the collection where we means assign a memory to the data, right? In a which memory? We can assign a dynamic memory to the dynamically assigned memory to the collection of data. So the list of you can say means the generic is means related to means namespace means the system of collection dot generic, right? And the example you can say list, queue, stack, like that. That's it, Pankaj.
Okay. So
Hello. Yeah.
yeah, Sirdar,
Yeah.
continue. So
Yeah,
one humble request:
actually,
the person who is not speaking, they can go on mute, as I am also going every time mute, right? Please. Yeah, continue.
actually, collections and generics is there. So why we use means generics means if we want to data type is like a specific type, like it is want to store for the data particular type, then we have to go for the generics. And then normal C sharp like different generic classes that are available, like list class available, some dictionary class available, some sorter list. So these are all the ways for the generic collections. We want to store a for any type, like if we want to store a for object type, then we have to use for the collections. In sharp also different collection classes that are available, like array list, array, some stack, queue. So these are all the difference. Main difference is the like generics and the collections. The main purpose of the generics is to avoid the like overloading. Then we have to use for the generics only. So that's it. Nice.
Okay.
We can define means a generic type on the runtime, not a compile type. Means the CLR means is considered while means compile running the code means the type of whatever we are using means we are using means any class, anything else, right? So the type will means is defined in the runtime. with the help of generic. So we don't know until and unless means the program is written.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, continue, Pradeep.
Yeah, Genrix is introduced in 2.0 framework. So basically, it is a it is a work like a if it's allow us to define a class or function. It's decoupled its logic to the its type. Means suppose that I have share one program.
Okay, Pradeep, continue.
Yeah, 1 minute. Hmm. Host is disabled and share. Actually, it's coming on the screen. Host is disabled to participant. Can you enable?
Yeah. Let me make you the. Let me make Pradeep Kumar, right?
Yeah.
How will you make you the host? Okay, you are now host. So Pradeep, if somebody is trying to join, right, you have to approve also. Pradeep, can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes.
So if somebody is trying to join you, you have to approve them also in your Skype. Just go to Skype, just go to Zoom, go to Zoom. Can you open Zoom for 1 minute? Yeah, just open Zoom.
Okay. Yeah. My screen is visible.
Yes, your screen is visible. Can you open the Zoom? So you have to approve if somebody want to join you again, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Can you approve? 2 person is waiting.
Which menu?
Like Zoom. Can you open the Zoom? Can you share the Zoom again?
Yeah, actually, I didn't install the Zoom. So 1 minute. You can approve.
No, I cannot approve actually from here. To me, it is not coming. You are now host or not? So it will come to you only.
Yeah, it's approved now.
Approve. So whenever new person is joining, you will get a notification. Just you have to approve. Okay, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Continue, Pradeep now.
Yeah, my screen is visible now.
Yes.
Yes. So here is one program. I have written this program. So basically, it's calculating some value, and it's return its value true or false. So in generics, before the generics, I have taken two values. First is the one value 10 and 11 is, and second is 11. So when I compare this value, so I pass the int and integer value, and second is also the integer. So when I compare value, it's return true or false based on the value. So when someone is suppose has entered the string value, so this program is return the error. So yeah. Yeah. Any question?
No.
Continue.
Yeah. So so basically, Genrix is so one thing is doing to in this program we can suppose that I have compare data string A and B. So it will also not compare the value because we modified that value in make the string variable also here. So so in this program we basically solve the problem using by the generics. So in generics we can only here type we can pass the t for type here and t for type.
Now pass their string. Pass here string in the equal r equal t in place of t.
Yes,
Pass
sorry.
here string.
Yeah. So basically when we pass the here the type of the function, so any value for calculating the function. So generics is basically it's coupled the class or function to means it's a class and function to it's a type means we can pass here, we can pass integer, we can pass string here. So this function will make that type of calculating value. So basically generics is avoid the boxing and unboxing in our program, and it's also remove the performance degrading. It's improve the performance using by the generics, because in collection we are stored the in collection is stored any type of data. So it's to when we iterate the any collection, so we need the we need the to unbox that data, its type. Suppose that I have stored a string, so we can convert that type of string. So in generics we already defined the its type. So it's avoid the boxing and unboxing. That means it's already defined its type. That's all.
Yeah, tips. Sorry, Pip, can you share your screen again? Pass this
Yes.
value, type of value in place of t. I have given some hint in the chat also.
Yeah.
Just pass here line number 23, 20, 20, 27. Pass here type of value. Type right here, type ty. No, not here, not here, not here. Here it will be t. Here you can take it t. Here in type of r equal. Then you have generic, right? T type.
Yeah.
Here pass r equal. Yeah, here right. Type of value. type of of value. Yeah, now compile this. What is
No,
the error now?
actually,
just remove the angle brackets inside the parameter. Inside.
sorry. Yeah, yeah,
Pass
I will,
here also. No, pass
I
here
will,
also. Type up.
actually, I will describe the next time better. So
No,
I
no,
think
no, no
some,
problem, no problem. We can continue here, no problem. And the same thing will happen with us also. If I will try, the same thing will happen with me also. Because yesterday I
Okay.
was facing the problem in getter and setter, right? So don't worry.
Okay, okay, I'm taking some help from Google.
No, let me do something in the chat. Please copy from the chat.
Okay.
What happened? Let me type in the chat. Okay. Yeah, copy from the chat, please. Yeah, can you copy from the chat? Pradeep? And there one person will be there who is waiting for the approval. Can you approve him? Yeah, Pradeep, you can share your screen. We can see that what's going on. No, don't worry that. And just pass this type of value in place of T.
Yeah.
Yeah, both places. Yes. Yes, here also. And remove this greater than and symbol also. Yeah. Here, line number 27. As an input which you have defined, Pradeep. No, the input which you have defined.
Yeah.
Line number 27.
From parameters.
Actually, you can discuss. I will give me 5 minutes. I will discuss.
Yeah, he's indicating you. Child is explaining something, right?
Sorry.
Yeah, I think your son is also looking into the code, right? Don't worry. Just remove this input parameter, this like bracket. Yeah, these two brackets. Remove this. Yeah, this one and then first one. No, I'm saying remove this.
Okay, give me 5 minutes, please.
Okay. Yeah, take your time, no problem. Meanwhile, we can continue about generic. So
Okay.
as we know that generic means we are going to provide a proper solution. Like there will be not that I will be able to insert string, date, time, string, decimal. So what we want that I have defined a method which can take the input as a string also, as a date also, as a date time also, means it can take any kind of data type. It is up to the user. Suppose same method I am using 5 place. Every place can give the input as per their requirement. So this is called generic. Means when I have given the implementation, at that time data type will be not specified. When I will give the input, when I will call that method, at that moment, their input will be decided. So what will happen? Suppose I am getting 10 different data types for different places. So I can put that code generic. If I will not make it generic, then I have to define 10 classes, 10 method. It will very hectic for us and code will be larger. And this is one way to make our code more loosely coupled also, right? For example, array and array list. In the array, if I know that this data type will come and their size will be this, then we should go for array. If data type and size is not clear to me, then we should go for array list. And array list is part of generic. And
So list is Pankaj sir, list is a part of generic.
right, list is also part of generic, and we can define that as a generic.
But array list is like a collection.
Right. Yeah. Here. Yeah. Right. Here we need to do boxing, and boxing is different data type will come. Then we need to do boxing, and due to that, the performance get increased. Thank you. So anybody who want to add something related to generic? And the generic is list, dictionary, and generic queue also we can declare. And if I will declare normal queue, then hash table and array list, it is part of collection.
Sir, could you brief, please, one question at my mind. I not always differentiate with between array, no, collection and generic collection. Collection and generic collection का difference मतलब clear नहीं हो पा रहा.
Okay.
A generic collection or collection?
हाँ, एक collection होता है जैसे list of string हमने collection मतलब बना लिया हमने list मतलब और हम generic type बनाते हैं, तो इन दोनों में difference क्या होता है?
Difference like in collection we are storing any value as a like object, but in generic.
Pradeep, can you make me hold so that I can approve other person? One person is waiting.
Yes. Yeah.
But in generic we can like store any value for a particular data type.
So, sir, I means that I have a list of integer, integer value, and one list for other list of string value. And if I write a program for this to make a generic collection, so how what I do? It will work for the generic for integer list and array list as well.
Yes, we can make a like generic, so it can store both of data type like integer as well as a string.
Yes.
Like the example that Pradeep sir showed, na? This type of we can create a method. But
Like
particular collection.
If it's a generic type of collections, for example, the list is a generic type of collection. So while the time of declaration we assign whether it's the list of integer, list of string, or list of any object, it's the list is a generic type of collection. At the time of declaration, we assign it can be any value, but at the time, the only one type of value, whether it's an integer or whether it's a object type or string type. But we can do for use list for any type. We can assign the list angular bracket integer or list in the angular bracket string, and that time it behaves dynamically depending on the what we have assigned the type of that list, generic type of list.
Means either we can make a different list, like list of integer or list of string, or we can make a simple generic like list of t type.
Actually, list is a generic type. That's why we can use it as a list of integer or list of any object or list of string or list of datetime type. Any type you can assign.
If you means
Hello. Generic is a type same. Okay.
Right.
When we storing the data, that time we need to define which type data we are going to store. So that's why it's a type same, and that's why when I fetch the data, that time ensure that we do not get the errors. So if before the storing we define which type data, that means we can store only that type data. That's why called generic is a type safe. That's my side.
Like we have a queue and a stack, and we can make the queue also as a generic, and stack also as a generic, and hash set also as a generic. Dictionary we can also make that as a T type.
Yeah, correct.
And non-generic will be like simple array list, sorted list, and simple stack, queue, hash. These will be non-generic, means collection only.
Yeah, generics means which type of data I want to store. So before we storing the data, we can define its type. I think. Yes.
Yeah.
So now generic is clear to everybody. Gurdas? Anyone?
Yes, sir.